On Saturday evening in the Emirates Stadium, we have a chance to bounce back from that pathetic performance we saw against Porto, and we are going to be coming up against a team that, to be honest, has been kind of underwhelming this season. They currently sit 8th in the table, lost 10 games, they've won 11, so I can see a way for us to win this game, but it is going to be fairly difficult. We have to be up for it. We have to perform a lot better than we saw on Wednesday night, and I'm hoping that we are able to pull through, put in a good performance, and get all 3 points, because Lord knows we need it to keep up our title charge, or to at least just keep up in the title race somewhat. We need to win this game. So in today's video, we will be previewing the game, talking about the potential starting 11 and how I think the game will go. So what's going on, everyone? You are listening to Gunner Central here. I hope you guys are all doing well. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, like I said, we are coming into this game off that horrible performance, absolutely disgraceful performance against Porto. But before that, we were looking really good. We had won 5 in a row, conceded only 2 in our last 5 games before that Porto game. And to be fair, I don't think we should have lost that game against Porto. We definitely weren't good enough to win it, but it was very upsetting the way we conceded last second from a wonder strike. I know people are still blaming Raya for that, but that is ridiculous. I'm not even going to talk about that. So in our last 5 games, it's 4 wins with obviously that 1 defeat. Kind of good on paper. As long as that Porto game was a blip and we can continue the good form in the Premier League, I'll be very happy, and we should be able to beat Newcastle, because Newcastle coming into this game aren't looking great. In their last 5 games, they have 3 wins, 2 draws. Yes, they are undefeated in the last 5 games, but if you look at who they've been playing against, kind of outside that Aston Villa game, it's not really been impressive performances from Newcastle. They can't seem to keep a clean sheet to save their lives, with their last one coming in a 2-0 win away from home in the Craven Cottage. But in their last 3 games, Newcastle have conceded 8 goals in their last 3 games. In our last 3 games, we have conceded 1 goal and scored 11. We should be able to exploit their weak defense at the moment, but Newcastle also know how to score goals. In their last 3 games, they have scored 9. In our last 3 games, we scored 11. It's going to be a tough game. It could be a goal fest, but I really expect Arsenal to bounce back from that Porto defeat, and I expect Arsenal to keep our title charge rolling, keep our good Premier League form going, and hopefully get all 3 points. Maybe walk away as 3-1 victors, something like that I'll take. Because yes, I know a lot of people right now are still quite upset with that Porto performance, me included. But if you look at the stats, how we are in the Premier League, we are ranked 2nd in goals scored per match in the Premier League. We also have the most clean sheets in the Premier League, with the least amount of conceded goals in the Premier League. Newcastle know how to score goals. They are ranked 4th in goals scored. They are unbeaten in 4 away games, but they have just not been all that impressive throughout the season. In their last recent games, they're looking better, but again, they just can't keep a clean sheet to save their lives at the moment. It's going to be really tough, and I'm expecting Newcastle to test Raya quite a bit, but as long as we can try keep Newcastle at bay, and we can play our football, control the game, we should be able to get the win. Now, going on to injuries and suspensions, we'll start off with Arsenal, of course. Zinchenko still has a calf injury as of right now. Jesus is still out for the game as of right now. Tomiyasu is still out for the game as of right now. Partey is still out for the game as of right now. But the positive side of all 4 of those players being out as of right now is that easily in a couple of hours, they could be ruled ready for the game, and all 4 of them could be ready to play, at least coming off the bench. I know Partey has been in full team training, so that is very positive as well. I don't think Partey will be starting the game. I highly doubt it. I expect him maybe to be on the bench with maybe Tomiyasu on the bench, but I don't think any 4 of them, even if they are fit, will be starting. Maybe Zinchenko. I don't know. The only one certainty that we know will be out for the game is, surprise, Jurriën Timber. On to injuries and suspensions for Newcastle. They are fairly littered with it, to be fair. So Isak is going to be out, we expect, but again, he could be like a Zinchenko and just start out of the blue. We don't know for sure that he'll be out. Callum Wilson is obviously out for pretty much the rest of the season. Anderson is out till March. Joe Linton is out for pretty much the rest of the season. Willock could be out for the game, could play the game, but likely will be out for the game. Matt Targett is out for the game. Pope is obviously going to be out for the game, and Tonali is suspended. They are quite littered with injuries, and if Isak doesn't play, I'm struggling to see how they can exploit our defense. I really rate Isak. If he is not playing, it is a big break for Arsenal, and we need to capitalize. Now, I'm not going to be that confident going into this game like I was against Porto, because I've learned my lesson, believe me. But again, I'm just expecting Arsenal to bounce back from a pathetic performance against Porto. Like I said, it's very human to have lackluster performances. especially in the first leg away from home after performing so well in our previous 5. So I'm hoping we can bounce back, hoping we can tighten it up and play a lot better football with quicker tempo passing, more movements, and hopefully, unlike the Porto game, we can actually get a shot on target. Now, going into the starting 11 that I would play for the game, goalkeeper, it's David Raya. Look, I'm a huge Ramsdale fan, but I can't see how people can blame Raya for that goal. Yes, he was off his line, but so is many other keepers in that type of position. If he was on his line, he probably would have saved it. I hear that. But to be fair, Declan Rice should have handled it better. Martinelli should have handled it better. We shouldn't have been in that position where we conceded the shot the way we did. And to be fair to Giano, it was a really, really good shot in the last minute of the game. You can't blame Raya for that. So for me, in goal is David Raya. My left back will be Kivior. Again, like I said, Tomiyasu could be back for the game. Zinchenko could be back for the game, but I doubt either of them start. So for me, Kivior starts at left back, and he wasn't really bad against Porto either, so I don't mind Kivior starting. Right back, Ben White. I'm hoping to see him a little more active, get the ball a little more overlapping runs, a little bit better in the inverted role than he was against Porto. Centre backs will obviously be Gabriel and Saliba, who I thought were pretty okay against Porto. That shot where Giano hit the post, Saliba probably should have been a little more proactive in that. But yeah, centre backs, Gabriel and Saliba, no surprise there. My midfield, Havertz has been really good, so this hurts to say. But my CDM will be Jorginho with Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard as central midfielders. Havertz has been really good in my opinion, but I would rather just play a little more defensive in midfield just in case Newcastle have a really good counter-attack, and I love watching Declan Rice as a box-to-box midfielder. So for me, I would start Jorginho in CDM, but I am expecting to see the normal midfield of Declan Rice, Havertz and Odegaard start against Newcastle. But for me, I would have Jorginho in midfield. Now, my front three, if Gabby Jesus is fit, I start Gabby Jesus at striker. I doubt he's going to be fit. So for me, left wing, Gabriel Martinelli, right wing, Saka, striker, Trossard. No surprise there. I know some people are now claiming, okay, it's Nketiah time. No. I think Nketiah is probably going to leave in the summer. It just hasn't looked all that great. I think it's time for him to go. And if Gabby Jesus is fit for the game, I would actually drop Martinelli. I would play Trossard at left wing, Saka at right wing, and Jesus up front. Martinelli has been underwhelming throughout the season for the most part, so I would have Trossard at left wing if Jesus is fit, but I doubt he'll be so again. Martinelli starts for me with Saka and Trossard. But yeah, guys, that's the video. Let me know in the comments below, what starting 11 would you play for the game, and what are your predictions? Let me know in the comments below. Please be sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.